Hi everyone. I'm gonna leave this video uncut. There's gonna be no cuts, no edits, nothing. It's just gonna be me just talking to the camera about what's going on, as you can see from the title, and it's it's a reason why I haven't released any videos or even music, because yeah, it's it's not well. So I have depression. I've had it for the last 3 years. 3 years ago, it wasn't as bad, but it was gradually getting worse. I'm gonna explain my story and why I feel like this. And yeah, I just want you to, listen and understand my side of the story and why I haven't been uploading or anything. I'm not gonna make it it's not gonna be 40 minutes. I hope not, because I don't have enough storage for that. And also, I don't want to wait for that to upload because that will take ages, and I don't want you watching a 40-minute video of me chatting about it. So I'll be kind of quick. So, the first thing that didn't start my depression, obviously, but things that were leading up towards it that I didn't know was that much of a problem at the time, which was school. At the start of school, school didn't cause depression. Not just school, like learning, teachers, nothing like that. It's the bullying aspect of it. Of course, I'm a guy. Everyone likes to bully. I don't look like the strongest guy because I'm not. I don't look dangerous. I look like I wouldn't do anything back if you said anything. Ugh. This is like why I like calling out, because I keep doing this, but I'm not. But I look like a guy that you can just pick on, and I won't do anything. And yeah, back then I wouldn't. I got bullied first year until maybe the start or middle of fifth year. I don't know what that is in grades or years for like England and America. I have no idea. But when you start school till the second last year of school, that's the main thing. So obviously, I get bullied for a lot of reasons. As a kid, you're not gonna get bullied for it because you don't do anything, but I did because of how I look. Ginger hair. I was kind of a chubby kid. Um, I was an ugly kid, and everyone just like bullying me. Yeah. I know I'm spoiling, but better to smile over than cry over it. I don't think I'll cry in this video. Hopefully not. There's already a video up there. But yeah. That was a few things. That's just the start of it. So from first year to maybe first class to first year. I don't remember any of it, but I do remember getting bullied by a load of people because no one likes me. I only had maybe like two or three friends, and I always kept those same friends until obviously I'll get into that later. But in first year, I don't remember either. That's the last year I don't remember. The second year is where it starts. I don't remember all of them, but I do remember certain memories. So one of them was, I'm not gonna say any names. I'm not gonna just bait them out because that's not me. And I don't know what they're doing right now. They could be, a better person. I hope they are. I hope they are doing well. And yeah, but yeah, there was these two people, brothers, and they both tried to bully me. Well, they did, yeah, they kind of did, by just saying shit to me and all this stuff. And I was making diss tracks at the time. I made one on one of them, and his brother came up to me. Older brother came up to me, and he held me against a wall or door, saying, "Oh, like you better take down the diss tracks," or I don't know what it was. It was like, "Or you'll regret, or I'll beat the shit out of you," or something like that. But I don't remember exactly what he said. I was with my friend at the time. Well, one of my old friends at the time that I was friends with. He was just down beside me. He doesn't really do anything because he's not a fine person and also a bit chubby and not being mean. But yeah, that was the first one I remember. And when he held me up and started saying, I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, alright. Like, I didn't really care. There could have been a few things that happened beforehand. If so, I'm gonna go back on it a little bit, but I don't think so. Another one that happened in second year wasn't in school, but another guy. I was in my primary school, just walking around having fun. It was closed. I was trying to get on top of the building and all this stuff. I know it's illegal, but I was like, fuck, I might as well. And I saw him and his friend, and I knew them, but I didn't know them, I guess. Like, I've seen their faces. These were in primary school at the time, I think. But when I was there, we were talking, we were all just talking to each other, like, you know, having a bit of a laugh. And out of nowhere, he called my name. I turned around and he literally just hit me a box in the chin. Wasn't a good punch. When he punched, he hit me here. He hit me with that, sorry. So when he punched, he kind of just punched and then done that and then hit me here. And ran off afterwards with his friend. And I wasn't bothered to run after them because I wasn't a fighting person. One of my other old friends, a different old friend, was there, and my brother was there. I'm not risking getting my brother bet up, or my old friend at the time getting bet up. I don't think my old friend at the time would, or my brother would, but the risk. Yes, there was three of us and two of them, but I'm not a fighting person. Like, I wouldn't go up to someone and beat the shit out of them. I know a lot of people would if they got hit, but if someone hits me and runs off, I'm not going to be bother chasing after them. If he tried to do it again, it would be different. But yeah, that was another one. A few times, obviously, throughout these years, I've been getting caught shit outside school by just strangers, I guess, which obviously wasn't easy, but I got through a lot of it. And at some years, I kind of just blanked it out. From second year to fifth year. Sorry, I blanked it all out. But there's some moments that obviously shit happened. Third year, I don't really remember what happened. I don't have any, like, certain moments that I remember in third year where I got bullied. Trying to think. No, the guy who did bully me, I think he left in third year. He just barely came in, and yeah, fifth year, the last year in school that I was bullied, there was another guy, and he was talking shit and all this stuff, and yeah, I don't really care about all that shit. Talk shit, okay. But I remember I was trying to sit down, and he just pulled the chair from underneath me. At that point, I was pissed off. I was not having a good day before that. Like, I woke up in a bad mood. I was probably fighting with my man there for a bit before going in. But when he done that, literally the first thing I done, I got straight up and just stared at him, gave him the death stare. I was not taking it. I didn't give a fuck. I literally couldn't take it. And I think it was later on that day. I think it could have been a different day completely, but I think it was the same day. I remember I was walking out of my class. This actually could have been towards year. I don't remember. I was walking out of my class. I either was in the same class with my old best friend. Not old best friend. Sorry, old friend. Or we just met up in the corridor because we were in the same corridor. I don't remember because they done 4th year. I skipped 4th year, so I don't know if we met up and then walked, or we came from the same class. Either way, we walked through where guess you could say the main part of school. I don't know how to explain it, but like, yeah, I was walking through there, just going outside because you can go outside, which is a part of school, and the fellas are saying, "Oh, look at you two gay boys or queer boys or something," and at that point I was like, "Here, tell you what," I didn't say here, tell you what, but I said like, "Fuck off! You're really starting to piss me off. Like, I'm not in a good mood right now. Don't keep annoying me." And then ever since that day, he hadn't said a single word to me trying to bully me, and he left school. He went to UReach. I think there's certain reasons why he left. I don't know why. Yeah. Um, there's one anymore. I don't know what year I was in. I think this could have been second year. It could have been first year, I don't remember. But I remember in PE, I always got changed last. Like, getting into my own clothes for PE or out of my own clothes, out of my clothes into the uniform in PE. And, yeah, obviously, I'm not good with a lot of people. Like, I wouldn't get changed in front of my class. It wasn't like, oh, I was ashamed of my fucking penis, or I don't give a fuck about all that. I'm happy with it. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. It's weird for family members to hear that, but yeah, when I was getting waiting to get changed back into my uniform, I went in and my bag was in the shower. I think it was. It was in the shower area, and the shower doesn't really turn on. I don't think. I don't remember ever seeing the showers being turned on once, but obviously the floor was wet, so obviously it probably gets used sometimes. Don't know who does, but yeah, I didn't know who it was at first. Then we found out that the second last person that came out, my bag was actually there, and the last person that came out actually did that. And I knew it. I knew it was. And yeah, I started saying to him, like, "Did you put my bag in the shower?" He started saying, "Oh, fuck off! I didn't put your bag in the shower." I was like, "I know you did," and yeah, he just denied it. And I was like, "Okay, well, yeah, whatever, it's fine." And yeah, I was alright with him in sixth year. I was in the same class with him in sixth year. He was alright. Like, I don't think we hated each other at that point. Like, I was a quiet kid, I guess. So I didn't really talk to anyone. And none of my friends were in that year, or my year, in my class. So, yeah. That's the skill portion I got over with. I was still getting bullied. Still getting bullied to this day. It's not easy. Obviously had a few relationships now there. Like, my first relationship was in fucking like first or second year, which is late for some people, and it's early for some people. But yeah, trying to think now. Yeah, there was a few things that happened while I was in school, like outside of school with like family and all this stuff. Um, I was dating someone. I'm not saying. By the way, I'm just gonna say here from right now, I'm not saying any names of anyone except for. I might say certain names that they don't mind saying their like they don't mind me saying their names. But yeah, I was dating this girl when I was 15, so it was in fifth year or towards year. I don't remember. It could have been the summer of toward going to fifth. It was definitely during the summer, and I knew her for like 2 or 3 days, and we got together. I don't know what happened there. It lasted 3 months, which I was happy with, and that was actually the first person I ever kissed, which is mental. Like, that's late for a lot of people, but I was a person who's like, I don't give a fuck when I do it. So if I don't do it for my entire life, that's fine. Don't really care. But when I did it, it just felt weird. Like, it was obviously it was nice to actually be able to feel it, see how it feels like. But it was out of nowhere. And yeah, first time I ever kissed someone, or kissed someone, and also the first person I ever met, which I say met or shift as other Irish people say, make out as other people say. I don't know. I don't know what everyone's slang is. I could be wrong. Is it French kiss? Because that could be something else. I don't fucking know. But I think it is that. And I think that's known worldwide. But that was also the first person I'm that with. And yeah, I haven't kissed a lot of people. I only kissed 3 people in my entire life, which is mental. I don't like kissing everyone. I've dated more than 3 people after her. But I didn't kiss every single one. When we broke up, I was having a bit of a drink, and I kind of hated it. Because I felt something was off, and that happened. So, yeah, that really fucked with my head. There is a few things that I missed out on that I'm not going to go back to because I don't want to really get into it. I might get into it at the end. But yeah, just to let you know as well, my family knows. They literally knew maybe 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago since I was recording this, so around like 11 o'clock, half 11 at night. And yeah, it was not easy. For me having it for 3 years and I never told a single soul except for one person. which they'll come into the story later. Um, then in 2019, it was a bad year. Obviously, my favorite artist passed away. Obviously, Juice WRLD. He was my favorite artist. Still is. I don't care what anyone says. I like him. I'm staying that way. And it sucked. I never cried over his death. I actually never cried over his death. I'm not gonna lie. Last time I almost cried, and I think it's the only time I almost cried was 2 days ago or 3 days ago, which is mental. I was listening to his music and it just hit me. Like properly hit me. And that obviously sucked because his music, I really relate to a lot of his music, not the drugs part. Never done drugs. And that was that. At this point, I was starting to get a bit depressed. Not over his death, just with everything that's going on until now. Until then, sorry. Not now. Still is now, but until then. Okay, 2020. Probably the worst year of most people's lives. Definitely mine. Like, I think 2020 alone will be the worst year of my life unless something happens to my mom or dad. Or obviously my siblings or very, very, very close family members. But in 2020 I lost, I think it's over 10 family members. It could have been 12 family members all in 2020. None of them died from COVID. Most of our family don't believe in COVID. We think it's bollocks. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. But that's just my opinion. I don't believe in it and I have my reasons. But yeah, I lost 12 family members, I think by halfway to 2020. I lost 13 people. So 12 of them died halfway through first start of 2020. Then the second year, only one passed away. Which it was a very bad person to go. I'll get back to it, sorry. But it was my godfather or uncle. He was 42, I believe. Could be wrong. I think it was 42 or 43. I only found out what happened recently. But that really sucked. Like, I haven't cried before that for years since I was a kid. The day he died, I was standing there, seeing his body there, his lifeless body there. I'm just trying to do everything that I can to, revive him, but it wasn't possible. And I wasn't crying. I was sad, yes, I was so sad, but I was more angry. And I felt like punching all the walls around me, like the outside walls. And that was a very shit day. A very shit day. And then I obviously cried when I saw him laying there in the coffin. It hit me. I cried 3 times. Well, obviously, we had 2 days. And yeah, his backstory, it gets people. Like, it gets people that know him. But yeah, that really sucked. And yeah, I think at this point, I was dating a certain person. I'm not gonna say their name. They will. I don't think they watch my videos. I don't think they watch a single one of my videos, and I don't give a fuck. But if they do, they do. I don't care. I'm not saying their fucking name. If you're watching this, I'm not saying your name. You're safe. It's grand. But I dated this girl 4 or 5 times. Too many times. And I regret every single time. First time... wait, actually... Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll go back to that as well. I have like fucking 4 or 5 things to go back to. This girl, I started dating her. This is the second person I ever kissed and all this shit. And she was moving a bit too fast. She started saying she wanted to have kids like 2 months, 3 months into the relationship, which I did not want. I did not want to have kids with her at that time. And a few years down the line, if nothing went wrong, possibility, it depends how the relationship's going. And yeah, after the first breakup, I was hurt. I wouldn't say I was fully heartbroken. We got back together, I don't remember the second time. I don't know how we broke up the second time. I think it was a normal breakup again. Third time, she was doing the same thing, like, oh, you just want to have kids and all this shit. And she cheated on me, I believe. I think it was the third time she cheated on me. I have a lot of people before this that cheated on me as well, but I'm not getting into those because I don't remember all of them that did. But I got back with her again. I don't know why. I forgave her. And we broke up normally. I was like, okay. She didn't cheat again. She went back to the fella that she cheated on me with after we broke up. Then they were dating for a while, for a few months, and then she dated me again. This was the last time. And we were dating for 2 days. Or 3 days, sorry. And I did not enjoy it. I went down to her, not gonna say where she lives either. And it was all fun, like we were having a fun game. Like, if she didn't do what she did, I would say, oh, I do miss her, but I don't. After what she put me through, I don't. And it's staying that way. But the first day, we went back to her friend's house. I think her friend, we couldn't find her friend, I think it was. So we went back to her house. And she wasn't in the house either. But her sister, her friend's sister was in the house, so she let us in and all this shit. And her boyfriend came, had a bit of a laugh with him. He's a nice guy. I don't know if they're still together. But he was super nice. Then we went into the kitchen. They were in the same room. We went in. Me and her, my person I was there at the time, went into the kitchen. And we were trying to play music on the TV, and it wouldn't play. And I don't know where she just tried to start touching me, like inappropriately. And I told her to stop. She didn't stop. So I said it again, and she still didn't. So I raised my voice. I didn't shout at her, but I done it loud enough where she understands and no one else hears it. I was like, here, just stop. Like, I don't really want it. And she kind of got a bit sad and annoyed about it, which I ain't gonna do anything with you because you're sad and annoyed. Anyways, the next day, same thing happened except for inappropriate parts. We went back to our friend's house. The friend was there, and we were listening to music. They had to go home. And then the day after, or the day after that, I was supposed to go down to Longford, but I was like, I'll tell you what, fuck it, I'm staying at my house. And I said it to her. I said, oh, can I come to your house to finish what we started? And I was like, we didn't start anything and all this stuff. And then she got annoyed and it blocked me, I think it was. No, she cheated on me, then blocked on me. That's what it was. And then she still then just fell to this day. I don't know why I point that way. I don't know. I always do it. I was like, oh, she's staying that one. Yeah, you know what I mean. And this is the first point I actually felt like doing something to myself, like very suicidal. Yeah. Then the next person I dated, which was the most recent one. But they know who they are. I don't know if they would watch this video, but I know they know my channel and they used to watch my old videos saying, oh, this is my favourite and all. The way I found out about her and dated her and everything we went through was unique. Like, it was so fucking nice. I don't want to show the pillow, I don't want to show her face. But I'm not going to show the actual pillow, but this is the pillow she gave me. I don't know if I should risk showing this, like, in case she showed her face. Fuck's sake, I don't want to show her face. Couldn't see that. Okay, good. Okay, you can't see her face. But, yeah, this was the TY ball thing, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it's called. But she gave me that. This is not a step, by the way. But, like, that's new. I never got bought in gifts. She gave me that. She gave me a teddy as well, which I'm now attached to. I don't know what it is. She gave me a few things. She gave me a ring. One of the rings are behind there. Another ring, I think my mom has it. She got me a few more things like bobbins, because it's like her favorite bobbins. Her perfume, which was here. I'm not gonna show the brand that it has on it. I don't think it does. Uh, that's it there. But, very nice smell. She gave me cards that she wrote for me. I'm not gonna show you that because it has her name in them. Yeah, it does have her name in them. Two of her jumpers and a few other things, and it just felt nice. I bought her things as well. Um, Now this relationship was it was my longest one. My longest one before that was my first ever relationship, 6 months. This this one I was so fucking happy it was my longest. And yeah, when I first dated her, I only met her once before I dated her this time. I dated her multiple times beforehand. I'm not getting into that, but this time we made it work for a while, obviously. Um, yeah, but I only saw her once beforehand. I think it was August of 2021. Then we dated in November, and we were dating. That means we were dating for nearly 3 months before we met each other properly, and actually talked to each other. I went down to her, and her mom and dad didn't know about me. It's a funny story. Like, this is why I love this relationship, because everything just seems new and feels weird. So we were just hanging around, and me and her liked each other for a while. We liked each other for 3 years, and we did date back and forward, but we broke up mainly because of distance. Because she doesn't live in Dublin, but when I went to see her, we were both very shy. But I started talking, she then started talking, and we just had a little chat. And yeah, we. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know if you care. But that was my dream for 3 years. Was to meet her, date her, and have a first hug with her ever, first kiss with her. We both had that exact same kind of thing. I did the second time I met her, and yeah, we were both so fucking happy. I wish I can go back to the moments. This is the part, like this whole part of this, is the one thing that might get me to cry. But I'm gonna try hold it back. So after we were in a forest. I know that sounds weird. I know. No, but we're in a forest because that's where our friends used to hang around with her, like a group of our friends when she was young. And we just went in. That's the I didn't know the place. So that's the first time I ever went in there, and we were just talking, and all that happened. Then after we left the forest, it was in the church grounds, and we went to the front of the church because I had to go home very soon, and our dad started calling her and saying where is she and all this stuff, and I don't remember what happened. I don't remember what she said back, but her dad's friend saw us at the church. So her dad and man literally rushed to the church, which is like literally like a 5-10 minute walk. Rushed in the car, and I was like, should I just stay where it was? She's like, yeah, just stay there. So she went up to the car, and she started saying, "I'll come to the car and meet them." I was like, no, this is weird. And they knew about me, didn't know we were in, which is normal. But yeah, when I met them, they're like, so you're the random person that she's always talking about. She always said she was always talking about me to everyone, and I don't think she was wrong then, I guess. But yeah, I went that the first time I married in a relationship was the first time I saw her parents, brother, and even house and dog. I love her dog. I wish I could meet that dog again, but I know I can't. And we were just sitting in the kitchen to get me food. I was not hungry, and they obviously didn't know I was picky and don't like eating a lot. And she took a sneaky photo that I didn't know about. Was mine and hers first ever kiss in our house. I did the photo. It's off my wall. It used to be up here. Took it down. Um, yeah, it's in my mom's room. I'm not going to go through every single moment because it's none of your business about the whole relationship. But yeah, we were doing so well for maybe, I think it was 6 months. We were doing very good. Then problems started coming in. We were arguing a lot, and it really got to me. Like, I hate arguing war. I hate it, and she did too. And we got through it. Every single one we got through. And yeah, we were doing well, but I think the relationship fights after a while. It's hard on people's mental health. I know that. But yeah. I'm trying to think of what else I had to say about this one. Then a guy who she was friends with as well at the same amount of time. She'd never seen his face, never called him or anything like that. He came into her life again, and then we all called and all this stuff. He got feelings for her. I'm so I'm so fucking happy she was honest. She said to me that she caught feelings for him, and she was crying when she was saying this. They're saying like, "Oh, you can block him if you want me to," and she was like, "Oh, you annoyed him." Like, well, if you do the right thing, then no. And I told her to block him. She did for a while, and yeah, it was also it went back to normal. We were having a few little fights here and there, and yeah, it just kept getting worse and worse. Like there were so many memories with her that kind of get me stuck. Because I really loved her. I don't know if she believes me when I say it, but I actually did. I actually cared about her as well. So fucking much. I fell in love with her more than anyone else, and I fell in love with a lot of people. She was the one I fell for the most. So quickly. And the more we got close to the end, and I knew we were going close to the end. I knew it. I was crying a lot. She was too. And when we broke up, that was a very bad day. Me and her were dating for 10 months. On the day we hit our 10 months, we were having a fight a little bit beforehand, like the day before, and we stayed until 12. We obviously were calling beforehand, just talking to each other, and all. We posted stuff like we usually did. And we broke up later that day. So we broke up over a month now. And it hasn't felt like that. I'm trying not to cry. I wish I can go back and change what I did. I didn't do anything wrong, like cheat on her, talk shit behind her back, all like bad stuff in a relationship. I was slowly breaking her down without even knowing it. Then after I knew, it was too late. Because I have anger issues. I get annoyed at people for no reason which I can't control. And that was hurting her. It really sucks. I really wish we try to fix things. So, oh, I'm so close to breaking down. Jesus Christ. If I start crying, they're gonna say I'm not gonna. If she is watching this, I hope that you know that I actually did love you. I did try my best, and I know I failed. I feel like if I did get one more chance, I would learn from my mistakes. I don't think you will, but my door is always open. So yeah, I think the breakup with her was the most painful thing I've ever went through. Apart from losing my uncle, obviously. And yeah, for those 10 months, I was happy. I actually smiled. I don't usually smile or laugh or anything, but she made me smile and laugh every single time I was talking to her on the phone, through text, or even in fucking person. When we broke up, all the happiness left my body. I'm not happy whatsoever now, and it's shit. It's shit. That's the main story. I said it was gonna be 40 minutes. I might actually make it 40 minutes. I'll have to go back and shit. Okay, let me go back. Before I got my first kiss, I think it was before that. I was on holiday and I had to get surgery. Obviously I didn't know at the start, obviously, because I was having fun out of nowhere. I started hallucinating. Ow, my leg. I started hallucinating. I don't remember any of this, but my sister started saying I was hallucinating because I was saying. Um, yeah, I felt so bad because my cousin was there that I haven't seen in years, and I thought she was gonna enjoy it, but he didn't go anywhere after that happened. We went out, just walked around. I remember a few very vague parts, not a lot, not most of it, anyways. And I almost fucking died. I went to the hospital twice in Spain, twice in my hospital. I'm not giving that location unless you already know. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, they said a lot of different shit that I wasn't. Went back in. If it wasn't for my mom, I'd be dead. They she requested a brain scan. And then she done a brain scan, found a little tumor left side of my head, and yeah, I I got rushed to another hospital, Bournemouth Hospital, and I had to get it removed. Obviously, that sucks because I think at that point that's when COVID started, and it worried me. Because at the start, you believe a virus that first comes out, and after a while, like, oh yeah, it's bullshit. Found it. But that was very tough, and I wish I never had that because I can't do one of my dream jobs was actually obviously a boxer. I can't become a boxer now because that would be like the doctor would say no because I'm for my health. In case somehow I don't know if this is possible. This is just me just thinking out loud. But in case if I get hit too hard, it could open it back up. I don't know that. But that was one. I lost someone else. I forgot to bring up. My dad's best friend, who I count as my uncle. He was my brother's godfather, and he was the funniest guy I've ever met. And when I heard that he passed away, fucking hell, that broke me. I cried more then because I was younger. I did not wait. This was 2018. This was 2 years before my uncle passed away, and I was 16 at the time. I was 14 when the other person passed away, and that also sucked. Um, obviously, as I said before, earlier in the video, I got cheated on a lot, and yeah, that's why I'm depressed. That's most of the story. I could have missed out a lot of parts that I don't remember yet, but might come back to me in a future time. Not in this video, but yeah. I'm probably gonna leave one last message here for the person I recently got out of a relationship with. Alright. They're gonna hear a lot of shit. I know you're annoyed at me. I know you're not happy with me at the moment because of everything I said. Even though it was true of how I felt, I tried my best to change, and this is what's stopping me. How I feel is stopping me, and you knew the only way to make me start changing myself is for me to be happy. The only thing that would actually make me happy is just to even see you. Not even do anything, not even hug or kiss you, just to see you just make me happy. Like, that would get me started. But I don't know if you hate me anymore. I anymore. I don't know if you hate me. And yeah, I hope you realize and try to think about my mental health and how you could actually help. I really wish I could help you with yours, but you don't really want me to get intervene with it, so staying out of that. So yeah. Okay, well that's my story. 41 fucking minutes. Jesus Christ, it's very late. It's like 5 in the morning. Okay, well, that's my story. My family already know, my friends don't know yet. They either find out through this video or I'll probably tell them. I'm gonna tell one of my friends in the morning anyways, definitely. I don't want to tell the other one because he's in place. I forgot one more fucking thing that I'm gonna just say real quickly. I lost two of my friends because it's gonna be very quick. One of them, I was his only true friend and only person that actually cared about him, and he started after I graduated school and all, he started saying to my other old friend that he didn't want to be friends with my other old friend and me. And I was like, oh, okay, well, okay, that sucks. Oh, well, just move on. The other one I only lost recently, it was, I'm not gonna say his name here, actually. I was gonna say these people's names, it's no point. But, yeah, I lost him because he chose his girlfriend over everyone, including his family. He got kicked out of his house because he refused to get a job, or go to college, or do an apprenticeship. So he's gone out of my life as well. So that's two of them gone. And I don't think either of them are coming back. I'm not sure. The only way I'll bring one of them back, the one that's dating someone, is if he actually realises what he's doing. That's the only way I'll bring him back. Other than that, I'm never doing that. So yeah, now that's it. That's my story. Lost friends, lost a lot of family members, relationships, bullying. I've went through it all. I still go through it. Bullying, mainly. So yeah, that's it. That's my story. And yeah, I hope you liked hearing my story.